30 years. That's how long the final teen convicted of felony murder for the role he played in the death of Baltimore County officer Amy Caprio was sentenced to today. WJZ's Live, Sean Stryker is at Baltimore County Circuit Court with reaction. Sean.
Vic, Ward addressed the court before his sentencing. He apologized to Officer Caprio's family. He apologized to his family. He said if he could switch places with Officer Caprio, he would. However, the judge still decided to hand down 30 years, which is the most allowed under the plea deal struck between Ward and the state. Life in prison with all but 30 years suspended for the role Darrell Ward played in the murder of Baltimore County police officer Amy Caprio.
We're very pleased with all the sentences.
In May of 2018, Ward, who was 15 at the time, was in the process of burglarizing a Perry Hall home with Derek Matthews and Eugene Genius. Meanwhile, outside, their getaway driver, Dante Harris, hit and killed Officer Caprio with a stolen Jeep.
Stop! Stop!
Harris was sentenced to life in prison.
We felt like the judge zeroed in exactly on what needed to be focused upon, and that is the background of these individuals and their prior contacts with the juvenile justice system.
Ward was the last of the four to learn his fate. His sentence of 30 years matches those handed down to Matthews and Genius. All three pled guilty to felony murder.
As you can imagine, the family is extremely relieved that this chapter in their life is over. However, obviously, this will never end for them.
Officer Caprio's father speaking about the case earlier this year.
I don't think there's there's no winners in this at this point. What we see is a validation. There are consequences for actions.
Back out here live, Ward, who is now 17, will be eligible for parole in 15 years. Reporting live outside the Baltimore County Courthouse, I'm Sean Stryker for WJZ.